What's going on, everybody? In today's video, we are watching Storytime number 6, Floor Jansen, A Day in My Life.
Let's go.
Yeah, this is a long one, so definitely get ready.
Grab a snack.
If you're new here, please subscribe. Check out my videos. I got all kinds of videos. I got reaction videos, 9 a.m. We do one at 4 p.m. every day. I got bass play-alongs, live performances, bands, musician tips, all kinds of videos. Check it out. In the description below, I got Amazon affiliate links to all things Nightwish. I got lots of other links, lots of information in the description. Definitely check it out. All right, A Day in My Life, Floor. Let's see what this is about. Bam. Automatically comes in looking badass.
Yeah. This is like
With
high
the
quality filming. Water plants. That's me. Wow, that off-road vehicle. Does she have like a film crew for this one? Oh my gosh.
Good morning and welcome to Storytime number 6. First things first in the morning, taking care of all our animals on our little farm. So we feed the dog, Fenris, and we have our 3 cats, Nala, Mio and Elsa. And of course the horses. This here is Sef's. We're gonna go riding. And there is his companion, Yum Yum, my daughter's little horse. So yeah, I would like to welcome you to this day. Follow me around a little bit and see what I'm up to on somewhat like a regular day in these pandemic times. Start my day with horseback riding. And we're out on the paddock now. Before I put on the saddle, I like to clean him a little bit, take off all the sand, see how he's doing. And it's nice to have Yum Yum, his buddy, around. It's pretty harmless, but he's a pony, so he's a bit of a... he's gonna bite and stuff if I don't keep an eye on it. So we're just gonna saddle him and we start riding. Steps is 10 years old. Beautiful Swedish warm blood. I got him since September, October last year. We started riding a lot and getting to know each other, and in the process There are always ups and downs with horses. I bought him because I wanted to ride a little bit more, which I couldn't really do with my previous horse, Lily, that beautiful Clydesdale. And with a lot of pain in my heart, I had to say goodbye to her and find a owner more suitable for her and what she can do, and find myself for a horse that fits more to what I want to do. Well, I'm a tall girl, so this is a tall horse. And even though he bit me really horribly in the sort of the fight for who's in charge, we now have a very nice balance together, and he gets along very well with his little fellow Yum Yum, who's right behind me.
Yum Yum.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Come on, Yum Yum. Yeah, so instead of Lily and Auri, we now have Zephs and Yum Yum. Auri was too young and too big for Freya and too small for me. So instead we have a small companion to a big horse, and also a riding companion to Freya if she would like to. She's only 4 years old, so no pressure there, but he's great. He's fun to train with.
They're like the kind they have at
fun to hang with.
festivals for the little
Hey,
kids.
Yummies. Hi. Hi, Pussy. Hey. Yeah. And he likes to chase the dog. Hi. Vad kommer du göra? Vill du berätta lite? When you put a saddle on a horse, you want to make sure that there's no pressure on their back anywhere. Especially up here. A lot of horses are not too fond of the whole process. And worst of all, the thing that goes under their bellies, because yeah, well, you can understand why. Can't be too nice. This is a dressage saddle. I don't always only ride dressage. I actually like to jump also, but we haven't really come that much together since he's not so trained in jumping, and neither am I. But hey, we can do some basics. But today it's going to be more dressage. Yum Yum. Yes, thank you.
Yum, it's so cute.
With horses, it's important there's a lot of safety involved. So I actually have safety stirrups. So if I would fall off, my foot is still stuck, it can still come out. I'm gonna be putting on my safety vest and my riding helmet, because this is beautiful, but it's not gonna really protect my head if anything would happen. So I'll put that on as well. Now I'm wearing my super fancy riding vest. This here is pretty soft at the moment, but if I would fall on impact, it gets hard, so it protects my spine. And the fancy helmets, of course. I try to ride 5 times a week, but in reality, it's very hard to keep that up. Since I do work, since I do have a child, and since I do have the weather against me at times, also because we have the riding paddock outside, which is fantastic luxury. But when it's super wet, a little bit harder. Very cold, a little bit harder. Now it's pretty dry, so it's going to be dusting up quite a bit. But well, I suppose there's always something. But we're doing pretty well with the riding, and now that I'm physically capable again after he bit me and after my surgery, we're just gonna pick the pace back up, right? Yes. We're all set, time to ride. Talk a bit later.
I assume that the bite and the surgery are not related.
Hopefully not.
was the morning. Time for a little bit of lunch, some coffee, and time to start to work a little bit. Get the vocal cords out, train them a bit, and on with the rest of the day. Welcome back to Storytime. Today I thought it would be nice to show you how a day in my life looks like at the moment. Now I start with a cup of coffee and some breakfast, jump out to feed the horses, the cats, our dog. You haven't met the dog yet. That's Fenris, our Irish wolf dog. He's only a puppy.
That's a puppy?
Believe it or not, 7 months old.
It's huge.
You have not been seeing the cats since last story time. If you didn't check it out, go check out, because we got the cutest cat babies last August, and we had 5 little ones. 2 still live here, Neo and Elsa, and they grew all up, and they're very, very cute. Of course, they all need their food, and well, if I can start my day horseback riding, doesn't get more perfect than that. I love to sing, to get, to train the voice, learn new songs if I'm going to do maybe a new YouTube song, or prepare for a show, as I did lately for the whole virtual show. It was fantastic to dive back into all the Nightwish songs. We haven't played a show in 2.5 years, so to just get back into that was fantastic to rehearse and all of that. And yeah, I mean, these days we've really, since last summer, have been working a lot on my solo stuff and on YouTube, and yeah, it's been very nice to do that. But as much as I love being home, I would love to go back out on the road and really start playing shows with you guys as an audience. So it's really nice to see that things are slowly but surely moving towards that being possible, and yeah, have my day-to-day life changing a little bit from only being home drinking my coffee by myself or with my family to being on the road somewhere. I can't wait. So the last time we talked, it was the end of the summer. I just harvested my crops, as you saw in the earlier story times. I was having little seeds that became little plants, and in the end we had fantastic carrots and potatoes, beans, lots of green cabbage, and well, it was really nice to have done that. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it this spring, because usually I'm not home often enough to really keep it up, but well, we started over, which is wonderful. I'm going to show you later on. And yeah, I guess in the fall it was some work on YouTube, some work on the solo album, and I went to the Netherlands for this Televisie Gala thing, which was very exciting to do. I never been to anything like it. It was a unique experience. And from there, winter started, and as it gets pretty cold and dark up here, it really did. It was also a little bit harder to be at home, I have to admit. But fortunately we had a lot of snow, so fantastically beautiful. In the very beginning of the season we even went snowboarding, which is a yearly thing we'd like to do at least one time. We didn't really want to go when there were too many other people for obvious reasons, but just get out was very, very nice. And yeah, I mean, it did give all the chance to continue working on feeding the YouTube channel and writing and thinking more about how the solo album is gonna look like, sound like, etc. So yeah, that was basically the whole winter. Without any further events, we jumped back into spring, and that was just wonderful to see again everything go from white to grey to green. And that's where we are right now. And together with that promise of new life, we see the promise of vaccination and the promise of shows and nice things happening. So we go for that. So I told you that the winter was pretty uneventful, apart from, of course, Marco leaving Nightwish. That was a very sudden surprise. Yeah, of course, was not fun at all. But I understand it was a necessary thing for him to do. And from there we had to think of how to how to continue without him, and that also in preparations towards the virtual show, that was a huge challenge, and I'm very happy we found Yukkis to play with us, and it was wonderful to get together, even though we missed Marco, in April to start rehearsing for these virtual shows. Fortunately, we had a lot of time together, and it was very nice to go through the process of really, not just knowing how to sing or play the songs, but actually really feeling them, really, communicating them as you do with a show. We did that together, and then of course came the relatively unnatural setting of standing in a green bathroom, called the green screens all around us, and cameras and people going for coffee instead of a real life audience. But that was really great. We had so much time that we could rehearse all of that, and had a lot of fun doing that in the process. I can't sit here all day and talk and drink coffee, so I better get a move on and start singing. Preferably every day, I like to sing at least a little bit to keep the voice in shape. It is a muscle after all, and so is the whole machine that keeps it going. So either it's a little bit of exercises and a song, or just the exercises, or it depends on where I'm preparing for. But of course, for like these virtual shows we just did, or for a tour, I want to make sure that my voice is in a good enough shape to survive a 2-hour Nightwish set, and that requires work. Just keep it in shape. Or I'm going to be preparing for a new song for YouTube, or any other new song that I'm going to be practicing. I do that in here in the studio, first with a little warm up, and then I go ahead with a song. Sometimes I even just warm up with a song because that song sits very well. I'm familiar with it, and then it just goes much faster to get the shape and get good to go mood. When I start singing, I like to warm up the voice, and usually sing a song that I already know, that I've been singing more often, so that based on like muscle memory, the voice really gets started. It's much harder to start singing a song you never did, even if maybe the warm-up song is essentially harder to sing than the new song, just by muscle memory. Like Ghost Love Score for me became, well, I wouldn't say easy, but it sits so much in my system that is a song I can probably sing any day, while a new song that is way less hard to do demands more of my energy. But that's, like I said, based on muscle memory, and I would not choose Ghost Love Score as a warm-up song, obviously, but so, Elan, for instance, is definitely a nice song for me to get started and, get me in a good mood, obviously. Well, for these virtual shows, I had a whole new challenge, not just learning or relearning the things that I've been singing in the past, either already live or for the new songs of the Human Nature album. But now I was also challenged by singing some of the parts that Marco used to sing. We chose to divide his parts over Troy and myself, and see if we could find a balance there that would work. And yeah, of course, there's no point in imitating somebody. Just like with Annette's songs or Taria's songs, it makes no sense for me to try and sing like them. So also now singing the parts that Marco used to sing, it takes a little bit of time to give it my own twist, and that's just by doing it. And yeah, that was a lovely challenge, actually. A sad one, because you always know in the back of your head why you're doing it, but at the same time, musically very cool, because there were a lot of very, very cool parts to sink my teeth into. So that was a new challenge, not just doing everything already for these virtual shows as I was supposed to do, but also filling that gap. And well, he is still missed, but it was really fun to do. So the work is done. My to-do list. Anyway, there's always something to do when you live like we do, and well, it's nice to pick up growing some veggies again, as we did last season. I wasn't sure if we were gonna be able to do that, because usually when we travel every now and then, it's kind of hard to water, you know, every day or every week, depending on the amount of rain that you get.
Radish.
But it's also a lovely end of the day when things are done. Now, maybe I skipped those emails today, but usually when I do all these kinds of things, it's so nice to just come outside and do something that does not require too much brain activity. Be outside in nature. Hell, if there's anything that this pandemic taught me, is that even when I go back on tour, when everything is going to roll again, I would love to continue being outside, even on tour. Spend my off days in a small hotel somewhere at the edge of a wood or at the edge of a field where I can go outside and have the input of nature and not the input of a busy city. And it's so nice to have my energy back. You guys probably know that I've had this surgery where they removed my gallbladder, and after the surgery was done and done very well, I recovered very well, and I thought, yes, so okay, now I'm back in action, and I started doing a lot of things. I started doing a bit too many things, and after a while my body said, you know what, you were too fast, take a little bit more. And that made preparing for the Nightwish virtual shows very difficult, because, well, both physically as mentally, I was pretty low. So I had to listen to that and travel to Finland, and not as prepared as I usually would be. But it was very nice to notice that while I was rehearsing with the guys in Finland, and everything was coming together with the whole virtual world shaping around us and getting back into my beautiful outfits, that energy did start to come, and well, also the mental energy to remember all the lyrics and deal with everything, to then have a very energetic, super fun virtual show. I'm so grateful so many people, I mean 150,000 people joined. So if you were there, thanks for that support. And well, as I said earlier, now it's onwards to the real stuff. But for now, I'll be just at home farming. You know what? Here, come and check these out, by the way. Ta-da! They went pretty big. Last year we harvested potatoes and carrots. We had just like this, green cabbage. I have a little bit of an image to show because, well, in the last story time I was filming my crops, and then all of a sudden, you know, we harvested it. We already ate it, obviously, and now we started over. So if you're into that kind of stuff, they're pretty easy actually to grow, and they grow like, well, they grow like weeds, and they're good. And we even managed to eat it before the local insects did, because of course they always like what we like. And then there are a lot of deer here that eat everybody's tulips, but I'm so far able to actually grow our own tulips, our own Nightwish tulips, that will soon come out on the market. They're out now in Finland, and hopefully in the next season more will come. But that's for now, I'm going to be dealing with this, and I'll be walking the dog in a little bit. Then it's time for dinner and an easygoing night. Good day. Thank you so much for watching episode 6. I hope you enjoyed following me around a little bit, a day in my life. This is sort of how days look like, and of course I do work. I will do my emails tomorrow, I promise. I'm looking forward to episode 7, since there is a little bit more to tell now as we're slowly but surely getting out of this pandemic. But thank you for now for watching. If you didn't subscribe already, please do so. New merchandise is available actually in my merchandise shop. If you haven't checked it out, please do. It's fun, and well, have a lovely summer and take care. Stay healthy. Bye.
It's a cute dog. Her hair looks really red in this video.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I mean, the parts that I liked had to do with her talking about singing, and I wish that they would have, like, when she was playing on the piano and doing warm-ups or whatever she was doing, I wish that they would
Like actually use the
I wish that we
audio.
could hear what she was doing.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I like the gardening stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just talking about, you know, the voice and how her process and warming up and getting ready for things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm into. And I think she said that there was a number 7, but I think that this was the last one that I saw. I don't think that there was more, because I thought I got them all. But
I don't know. Her property seems really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, all her little animals. That dog is big, man. 7 months old. That's a big boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And wow, she got new horses. She had 2 other horses, and I mean, what is she has to hire somebody probably when she goes on tour to take care of all her animals and her property.
Mm-hmm. And her husband Taurus.
Yeah, and then her
And
daughter.
their kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Right. Going on tour to make the money to pay for it all.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so cool. All right. Nice. Little behind the scenes day in the life. Oh my lord. Wow. Drip coffee? Come on, Floor. Really? Drip coffee?
She had a nice looking machine though. It looked like a fancy one.
Okay.
What kind of coffee did you think she would drink?
I don't know. I have no
I thought she seems like someone who just drinks straight espresso. Get straight to the point.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Justin drinks French press. You guys know that from his videos. Sometimes he has a whole freaking... He brings the
Yeah, I
whole
do.
thing to his desk.
Yeah, I drink
He
the whole
drinks
thing.
the whole pot of French press every day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we got the espresso machine. Yeah.
Yeah, we have an espresso machine.
So, anyways.
Not a fancy one, though.
Yeah, I mean, but it's fine. Yeah, so anyways. Yeah, but drip coffee, that's like, what is
Waffle
that?
House?
Like Mr. Nespresso? Like those, like, basic, you know what
No,
I mean?
Nespresso is, like, expensive.
No, I'm talking about, like, those...
What's Mr. Nespresso?
Maybe it's the knockoff.
Mr. Coffee?
Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking.
Just
Mr.
like a
Coffee.
Black & Decker
You know what
coffee
I mean?
maker
Yeah,
for,
that's
like,
all I'm...
I think when I was freshly moved out of my parents' house when I was 18, I think I got like a $15 coffee maker.
Of course. Yeah, of course. One of those things. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah. Of course I bought the one with the biggest...
Oh no, I had like a little pot. It like only made like 2 cups of coffee.
Yeah, no, I would just fill that thing up.
I would just make another pot.
Yeah, so anyways, whatever.
You're an animal.
Yeah, yes.
He just drinks half a gallon of coffee a day.
Yeah, so anyways. Yeah, cool. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, please subscribe. Check out my videos, all kinds of videos. Check out everything in the description. Lots of links and information. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.
Bye.